Hello citizens of time and space. Today, August 19th in history. Today's event from ancient or medieval history comes from the year 43 before Christ, when on this day Octavian was elected as consul by the Senate of the Roman Republic. The consulship was a two-man position, serving for a one-year term as political and military chiefs. This first election to the consulship was a key initial step in Octavian consolidating his power and forming the Roman Empire. Octavian came to Rome following the assassination of his great-uncle and Rome's dictator, Julius Caesar, as Caesar had left a will, naming Octavian as his heir. Octavian joined forces with Caesar's allies Mark Antony and Lepidus to avenge Caesar's assassination, consolidate power and maintain stability in the Roman Republic, leading to the death of each of Caesar's assassins. For the next several years, Octavian exercised control over the western portion of the Republic, while Mark Antony over its eastern lands. This relationship gradually deteriorated due to Antony's relationship with Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, and his disregard for Octavian's authority. Octavian then orchestrated a split with Antony, gaining support by presenting himself as the defender of Rome's republican values against Antony's perceived Eastern influence. Octavian's ships met the fleets of both Antony and Cleopatra in the year 31 before Christ, in a naval battle near Actium, Greece, with the result being a strong victory of Octavian's forces over his opponents, leading to the deaths of both Antony and Cleopatra. Octavian returned to Rome, positioning himself as a restorer of order and stability, adopting the title of First Citizen. He cleverly maintained the facade of the Republic while consolidating power behind the scenes. In 27 before Christ, he relinquished the immense wartime powers he had been granted, symbolically restoring the Republic, but in reality, he held unparalleled authority. The Senate bestowed upon him the honorific title Augustus, roughly meaning majestic or great, marking the beginning of the Roman Empire. Augustus skillfully balanced military might, political astuteness, and ideological subtlety. He initiated reforms, strengthened the military, reorganized provinces, and oversaw a period of relative peace, known as the Pax Romana. His careful governance established a precedent for imperial rule that lasted for centuries. Today's event from modern history, meaning after the year 1500 Anno Domini, is the execution of 5 people in Salem, Massachusetts as part of the Salem witch trials, on this day in 1692. The events leading to these trials started in January of 1692 when 2 young girls started exhibiting erratic behavior that was attributed to witchcraft. Their symptoms included fits, convulsions, and claims of being tormented by unseen forces. This sparked fears of witchcraft, leading to accusations being made against other members of the community. As accusations spread, the situation escalated rapidly. Local clerical and civil authorities began conducting hearings to determine the guilt or innocence of the accused. Many people, most often women, were accused of witchcraft. The accused were subjected to intense questioning and often pressured to confess. In the span of a few months, dozens of people were arrested, and the jails became crowded with accused witches. In June 1692, the first executions took place. Bridget Bishop was the first to be hanged as a convicted witch. Over the next few months, a total of 19 persons were hanged on Gallows Hill, while one man, Giles Corey, was pressed to death under heavy stones for refusing to enter a plea. The tide of public opinion began to shift as the trials continued and the enormity of the situation became apparent. Prominent members of the community, including influential ministers, expressed doubts about the validity of the trials. In October 1692, the governor of Massachusetts, William Phips, ordered the establishment of a special court to handle the witchcraft cases. This court, unlike the previous ones, was more skeptical of the evidence and relied on stricter standards for conviction. As a result, the trials began to lose their momentum. Many accused individuals were acquitted or had their sentences reduced. In 1693, the remaining accused witches were released from prison, and the trials officially came to an end. The Salem witch trials to this day are one of the most remembered chapters in the stories from colonial America. That was today, August 19th, in history. I hope your day today is brilliant, as we all move forwards, by looking backwards.